Welcome back, everyone, to another installment in my Alpha 15.2 World Tour series. I am Nick. Welcome to the channel, and behold the castle. The castle, which is, by far, and this shouldn't be, I'm doing it as episode 2 because, I'm that kind of person that, it's the anticipation, right? I don't want to wait until, the final episode in the tour series, which I don't even know how long this series is going to be. But I don't want to wait until the final episode to find out, what's up with the castle or whatever. So we're going to just head over there right now. And we're going to check this whole thing out. So now, just be prepared. It is a lot of flagstone. A lot of flagstone. Again, as I said previously, there was no paint in this version of the game. So you basically were just kind of stuck with whatever tools you had and whatever stone, whatever blocks you had that you really wanted to use. So that said, let's pull down the drawbridge here. And let's head inside. I'm going to close this behind me and then turn off the HUD so it's going to be a little bit easier to see. The game has always been super janky in the castle. There is a lot going on in this POI. But yeah, so because of the way the lighting system in the game is, I didn't want to put modern lights in a castle, so I did use torches which give off yellow light to already yellow blocks. So it's going to be very, very warm, we'll say. But we are in the entryway of the castle now. This was one of my favorite little things I added on here, just these little pole pieces kind of running in parallel lines across the ceiling in different directions. And we can go to the towers to our left and to our right, and we can continue on into the courtyard by going ahead. We're actually going to head down to one of the towers here. The towers are all very, very generally the same. Nothing really changed about them a lot at all. There is glass in these too. You can see when you get really up close to it, there is glass in these windows. So they're not just open. But I love the crenellations here on the walkway. I just love you're over the tops of these trees that are down out in front of the castle courtyard. Let me actually jump down here. And kind of one of the frustrations, at least I don't know if this is still a thing in Alpha 19.3 or not, but this is a tree grown in gravel. And basically, whenever in 15.2 you would do this, the tree would only reach its first stage of growth, which meant these kind of small saplings, which are perfect for this exterior courtyard. I absolutely love them. I think they're gorgeous, but you can't do that anymore. You can't plant trees in that anymore in 19.3. It's just not possible anymore. So I don't know why they made that decision to remove that, although some of them very frustratingly, at some point the game bugged out and they wouldn't grow anymore. There used to be trees here and then I cut them down to get wood and then they just would never ever grow back. But let's head back inside of our actual castle here and head up into one of the towers. If there's anything specific that you guys see when I'm wandering around in these towers or doing ooh, my airdrop is here. Hooray. If there's anything, as I was saying, Mr. Plane, that you guys see in these tour videos that you want a little bit more elaboration on, please let me know. And welcome to our kind of cafe or bar area up here. Now, the frustrating thing with decorations in this game is you have to purchase them from the trader. So I wanted to add things like sinks and whatnot up behind this bar. I was never able to because I was never able to buy them from the trader. But we do have some drink coolers and we have some fridges up here. We've got this kind of overhang built over the bar here. And then these tables used to be actually the same color as the chairs, but literally this whole room was just brown. But now I love that these small little red tables pop out so much. So much from the background. Also, I could only find 3 bar stools at traders. Again, it used to be really frustrating. I'm pretty sure that's actually how it still is in the game. In my 19.3 series, and by the time you guys, of course, catch up to that, my recording schedule for all this stuff is so janky. But I'm purchasing pipes now at the trader to use for future decorations and future projects. You can't make them yourself. So you're still kind of at the whims of whatever the trader has for decorations. I love how big and impressive, imposing this castle feels when you're inside of it. It's just huge. It's just huge. And we offset the ladder here so it goes up like this. And we've just got some flagpoles in the center. One of the things I talked about in my original series is I tried to put these same flagpoles, which are just like little steel poles and little plates. I tried to put them on the top of the keep as well. For whatever reason, they just kept collapsing. When we get to the underground bunker underneath the castle, you guys are going to see some pillars in the middle of my workshop. Back in the time, somebody in my comments pointed out that maybe it was because the flagstone or the flag blocks weren't contiguous all the way down to bedrock. I added a pillar all the way down to bedrock, all the way up. It would still collapse. Like, you would build it up and they would just collapse every single time. I don't know why that is, but we head down from the tower here. We can probably just jump down onto this walkway. Again, this is probably one of my favorite things about this castle is just the crenellations along the walkway here. Just in terms of the actual build itself, I think it's just gorgeous. Like, absolutely perfect. You can get into the keep, of course, from the central walkway over here. And the rest of these towers, there's nothing else in these towers. There's nothing else. I mean, I just ran out of time in terms of design for this thing. So I was never really able to kind of make them turn out the way that I wanted to. Well, let's head into the central keep here. I keep getting stuck on the crenellations because the game is like janktastic right now. So this is just kind of a little workshop area. This was my idea for a quote-unquote chandelier. You've got like a 100 pillar, a small pole, then you've got a wood spike, a wood log spike, and then torches kind of all around it. I like it. I think it's a cool, neat little design. Couldn't make it in 19.3 anymore because it no longer exists. The wood log spikes don't. But yeah, some desks in here for working. Now, there's something, and I can't remember 100%. Of exactly what had happened or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure these designs, like this thing here, you'll notice this thing here, and I'm pretty sure if I look down in here, there's like nothing in there. I'm pretty sure these were a design element that I added out of force, because there's something like an invisible block in one of these that I couldn't place a block over, and it was like right in the way of where I was trying to build the keep up. And so to kind of get around it, I built these boxes that would go around where the invisible block was. It does, however, help to kind of break up this room a lot. Oh, I was going to say, I don't have my headlamp on, do I? No, that's just how bright it is in here. Yeah, it's very, very, very bright. We've got some workbenches and stuff like that over there. The idea of the keep was like up above and these towers up above and these floors up above. We had like spaces for all of our soldiers, all of our guards and stuff. We've got beds, we've got dressers, some decorative paintings and things like that. You can kind of come out here and you can just, I mean, again, get a shot of like the surrounding area, which again, I think just looks so, so gorgeous. We'll head back in here up to the very top floor, which I don't believe there's anything up here. I don't believe... Let me see... No. Man, the game is even jankier than I thought it was going to be doing this tour video, so I apologize for the frame rate now. But you can kind of see now down into the interior courtyard of the castle, and we got to get down there and we got to look at the pool. But yeah, there's nothing on the roof, but we kind of need the view, right? Like, we got to get the view, so let's head up and take a look at the view. Can I again express how frustrating it is that you can't like actually operate anything when the HUD isn't up, because the keybinds and stuff are bound to the HUD. So like if there's no interactivity thing over the door, it's like it won't let you do it. It's like not tied to the fact that I'm pressing E like an action button to open a door. Like I have to see the prompt, which is tied to the HUD for whatever. It's a weird design choice. I don't know why the game is designed like that. But yeah, this is kind of our view of the city proper. The top of this keep is basically taller than any of the structures in the castle. I mean, we've got the tower over there. The apartment building is probably about the same height as this. But yeah, I tried to build stuff up here. It it turned like endlessly, like it collapsed all the time. I literally could not do anything to make it stay. Get into the hatch, la 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 la. So let's go all the way down. I believe there are stairs on this floor here somewhere. Oh my god. I mean, visually, the floor was a bad call. The floor block was a bad call because of the way the walls look. Like, it's just a visual mess. So, I want to express that to anybody who's like, oh god, this is hard to look at. Yeah, you're not alone. I agree, and I built the thing. But you were kind of limited in block palette back in the day. And I don't know, it's just kind of a decision that I made. So it is what it is. I mean, I built it like 4 years ago. I don't know what 4 years ago Nick was thinking. But yeah, again, same concept as with the cafe. We've got a nice, huge, long red table in here. And this just kind of draws your eye visually toward the center of the room from all directions here. And I added, I believe there's a little kitchen area over here. Yep, right over here. Again, no sink in here because I could never buy one. But this is meant to be like a little serving area where we get some food and whatnot served to the guests that would be kind of entertained in the castle courtyard here. This goes down to our bunker down below the castle, which I believe we may actually do in a separate video, because this is already like long. And then, yeah, we are out here in the inner courtyard proper. We just have a little garden, more trees just at stage 1, planted in gravel in there. You know, we've got a small garden in here, an Arctic tree, because the tree type used to be tied, like if you got a blue spruce seed, it grew as if it was covered in snow because they only had the one texture for it. Just this little lumber mill area. We've got a forge over there, some hay bales, some logs. I really love that kind of little blacksmith area. And then, of course, we've got our little garage here. We've got some gas pumps. We've got a mini bike. And then I believe there's just some other mini bikes and stuff in here. Well, there's part of one. And then part of another one. I don't have a basket, or it looks like an engine on that one. And that one looks like it has an engine, but no wheels. Nice. Good. And then, yeah, this is where I would keep the gas, so that way we had plenty of gas to mess around with. And if we head across the pathway here, we see the pool. Now, water physics, this is something that I have lamented about in the past. Water physics in 7 Days to Die are horrible. Just absolutely horrible. I don't know what they're like in 19.3. They may have improved them. At least years ago, like their initial plan was to kind of do some work to fix them. As of Alpha 17 or 18, I don't know that they actually did. I'm going to guess they haven't, based on the things that I have seen. I mean, look, there's just a clear gap here because there's no animation for having the water in the corner of that block like that. But then, you know, you can jump down in here. And I've actually got spotlights in the walls behind the concrete there. And that's where that light is coming from that you see under the water there. And then it slopes upward over here to just a single, simple kind of flat area. This took an eternity to fill. Not just to fill up the pool, though, but it also took an eternity to get the water to actually, like, settle right on the top of the pool. I mean, I can't remember the number of hours that this took. It took a lot. It took a lot, but it does look gorgeous. It really, really, really does look gorgeous. I can't deny, like, how good the pool looks just being in here. And then you can kind of see a little bit from the surface here, that light down below. And then it draws our eye right up to our radio tower up here, which is the only real modern thing inside of the castle. I mean, a pool makes sense, obviously. You're going to have a pool in here, but just nothing really complex about it. It's just a build with a whole bunch of iron blocks and this steel reinforced pillar running up the center here. That's right. This is what I waste steel reinforcement cream on, is polishing that entire thing. And then we can kind of go over here and visit the guardhouse. I am wet. I think, I was going to say, did I find a sink for this place? No, I don't think I did. But we've just got some cabinetry in here. We've got a refrigerator. I never did anything with the downstairs portion of this. But this is the downstairs. Just some more beds and some whatever. This was like, I think like the guardsman or whatever was kind of the idea of this. Is that the sound of the refrigerator? Yeah, that's the sound a refrigerator makes. I never realized the refrigerators made a sound in this game. At least not in this alpha. Man, there's so much going on visually on the screen. Like, I just feel like my computer's just struggling with it. So again, I do apologize for the frame rate. Let's get in this hallway in here and kind of head back outside here, because I have not really talked about this thing that we had to cross over to get into here. I almost just fell in there and I just took trap damage. This took an eternity to fill with steel traps. Like, you put the iron traps in there, or the wood log traps, I'm sorry, then you upgrade them. It took so long. Like, I can't even express how long it took. Get on. Oh, I almost just thought I was going to fall into the moat down there. And the way that the loot system worked in this game, like, all zombies dropped loot. Like, you had to check every single corpse to see if they had dropped any loot. And it was really frustrating because where is the entrance to that? I gotta find the entrance to it. Is it maybe right here? Yes, this is it. So this is the least exciting corridor in the castle. Is this one right in? Can we turn on my helmet light? There we go. Yeah, it's, I mean, literally, it's just an underground tunnel. And we just have these hallways that lead to these doors. These doors lead us out here to the bottom of our moat. And basically, I would have to take rebar frames, like when zombies would die down in here, and put the rebar frames down here, and kind of crawl out here to make any repairs I needed to pick up anything I needed to. Like, it was just, it was kind of crazy. I mean, you could see here, though, just the amount of spikes and stuff in here. Some, like, not all of these are upgraded, obviously. These ones are the steel ones. These ones are just iron ones. But, I mean, I put the steel ones specifically around the door. But the good thing is it did keep zombies out of the castle. This entire row of spikes is just here for spider zombies, to keep spider zombies from being able to get in and get to me. Don't leave these here because zombies will use them. And yeah, I mean, that's what the other, I mean, I could show you the other corridors, but that's what the other ones look like as well. So there's not really much point in checking them out. And I believe that is going to do it for this episode. I don't want these to run too long. And I mean, there's a lot in the castle. If you guys want to see anything else about the castle, if you kind of didn't get your fill and you want to see some more stuff about it, please let me know. Get down in the comments and let me know what you would like to see. And I will be happy to go on another tour video or show you some more specific stuff in the castle. But I'm super proud of this build. I definitely want to pay homage to it in some way in Alpha 19.3 when I break ground on my mega base, which I still have not done as of this recording. And yeah, this is our keep. So when I first built the castle, this workshop is what I built first. This underground workshop, before I built any of the stuff above, before I even cleared the buildings that were above, this is what I built first. And this is where we're going to start our next world tour video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out this castle build. This is probably the build I am proudest of in all of my time in 7 Days to Die. And hopefully I can top it in Alpha 19. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have an amazing day. Stay strong. Stay beautiful. You're amazing. Never forget how amazing you are. I will see you in the next episode of 7 Days to Die. Bye!